Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, make sure to stick around, and if you've returned back to my channel and to my video, thank you so much for returning. And if you haven't gathered by today's title of the video, we are going to be doing our mid-year book tag. I cannot believe that we are halfway through the year of 2026. So I've read some of the most amazing books and I cannot wait to share them with you guys. So make sure to grab your drink, grab a snack, get comfy, and today we're gonna just get into the video. So I do have my list of questions in my notebook, so if I am looking down, that is why, but I'm gonna try and avoid that as much as possible, guys. So I feel like I'm gonna stop yammering and we're just gonna get into the video. So the first question is, how many books have you read this year so far? So far I'm on 109 books. I cannot even believe that I have read that many so far, and to think that I've had such good amount of reads and just a split between really good reads and not that many. I've had more good reads than not many good reads, if that makes sense. The second question is, how far are you into your Goodreads goal? Now guys, your girl has completed her Goodreads goal. I have completed my Goodreads goal already. I cannot believe that I have read my 100 book Goodreads goal. I never expected that to happen. I don't usually hit it as quick as I have. So I'm just having a really good reading year and I'm just here for it, guys. The third question is the best book or books that you have read this year. Now I really struggled to pick this like a book, so I have gone with three. So the three books that I have done are these. So we have Wild Reverence by Rebecca Bross, and I don't know if, yeah, you should have seen this in a YouTube video, I'm pretty sure, and I sobbed my heart out, and it's all pretty and annotated, guys, but this was a 5-star read. I am absolutely, utterly so obsessed with this book. I cannot even tell you, and I just loved every minute of being in this world and being in this book. So this was steady and very easily and very quickly became a 5-star for me. I just loved the writing and I just loved the world that we were in, and it just made me literally want to reread all of the series a whole as again. So that was one of the books. The second book that I also thought was the best book so far is Shield of Sparrows by Devney Perry. Now guys, this was a 5-star read. You would have also seen this in another reading vlog, I believe, and I was utterly obsessed with this book. This just was everything. I literally binged this book so badly, but I just loved every minute of being in this book and this world. We then of course have Starside by Alex Aster. Again, you should have seen this in another reading vlog, and I was just utterly obsessed with this writing, and Alex Aster certainly didn't disappoint, guys. Question number 4 is your new release you haven't yet read but want to read. And I feel like for me, this is the one that everyone's been raving about. It's one that I really want to read. I like the sound of it and I just cannot wait for the day that I do read this, and that is Yesteryear by Caro Claire Burke. I've just heard the utmost incredible things about this book, and it's just really made me want to read this book so badly, guys, and I have just seen so many good opinions on it, and I really can't wait to kind of share my thoughts and feelings when I do get around to reading this book. Question number 5 is the most anticipated release for the second half of the year. Now, I feel like for me, it was very hard to pick because there are so many good releases that I'm looking forward to. But I think for me, it would have to be Advisory to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. I think it's solely on the fact of how much I love that series. Like, that series for me is a book where I can turn off, I don't have to pay that much attention, but it still has such a cozy, fantastical element to it. And I just love the writing, and I'm just utterly obsessed, and I cannot wait to be with those characters again. Question number 6 is the biggest disappointment so far that you have had. I think for me, I find that I really struggle to kind of pick a book because, one, I just think, is it because I read it in that moment of time that I didn't have the greatest time, or was it generally a feeling and an opinion that I generally have on a book? But I am unfortunately going to have to go with Release Me by Tahira Mafi. Now, I think this should have been in a reading vlog, I'm pretty sure, but I just wasn't the biggest lover of this book. I really enjoyed Tahira Mafi's writing, and I was very shocked that this would even be in one of the disappointment questions, because I do enjoy her writing and I love it. I just think that for this book, the characters just really annoyed me, and I think that's all I'm really going to say on it. Question number 7 is new to you authors that you have read this year. Now, I think I've really only picked 3, but there are so many. But these are the 3 that have kind of really stood out to me this year alone. So the first one is Penelope Douglas, and I started the Devil Knight series. I've never read anything by Penelope Douglas before this year. And I read the Devil Knight series, and I've literally got the last book left to read, and I started this back in January, I think. But I really enjoyed this book, and it made me want to continue her kind of series, which is what I've done. And yeah, she was just a newsby author that I'd heard so many good things about, and I'd always heard people rant and rave about the Devil Knight series, so I did give it a go, and I was not disappointed, guys. And Penelope Douglas is a book, like an author, that I want to read more of, and I definitely think once I finish this, I'm going to see what else she has. The next author I have is a romance author, and that is Bailey Hannah, and I'm pretty sure, again, this should have been in a reading vlog. I think it might have been like a 24-hour reading vlog or something, or can I finish like a TBR, because I remember this being on a TBR. But this is the 3rd book, by the way, but I think I'm pretty sure I've read the first one as well now, I want to say. I think, don't quote me. But I really liked her writing, and I really liked how she intertwined medical conditions into the story. And I think you can see how much of a massive part that had played. And I think for this was just honestly, yeah, I just honestly think I enjoyed this book so much, and it made me laugh, it made me like have a little tear, it made me connect really well with the characters and want to be a part of this world so much more. So this is definitely an author that I definitely want to explore more of and continue her series. And then we also have Diabound by Sable Sorensen, who is also a new to me author, and I have also read Furybound now as well. But for me, it was just a book that I'd seen everybody rant and rave about, and I really wanted to try the new writing style. I really wanted to try her, and I was not disappointed, guys. And I cannot wait to see where she goes in the world of writing and as an author, because I just thoroughly enjoyed everything she wrote, and I'm obsessed, guys. The next question is number 8, and this is the most beautiful book you have bought this year. And this is a sprayed edition, and I was really stuck on, because I have so many pretty books that I bought this year, but I did go with The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig, and I just think, like, I love the sprayed editions. I just think it's so pretty, but I also just like the cover of the book and the mysteriousness that it brings, and I really love the book, and I don't actually know that much about it, and I'm also planning to go in blind, and it's just so floppy as well, so it's a big tick in my world. And yeah, I really cannot wait to read and just see exactly what this book is about. Question number 9 is series you defo will finish by the end of the year. So I can definitely see myself finishing the Devil Knight series by the end of this year. I can also see myself, I'm trying to think, let me get my series out and then we can see what books that I will definitely finish. So I definitely think I will finish, I definitely think I will finish the Briar Youth series by Elle Kennedy, guys, because I'm absolutely still in my off-campus binge. I am just still in love with that series so much, and yeah, I definitely think I will finish that series by this year. And I think another one, I don't know whether it is a finished series, but I definitely know that I will definitely be caught up with it, and that is the Silver Pine series. So this is this series, which is Holding the Reins, Training the Heart. I have 3 more books left to read, and I definitely can see myself finishing that series as well. I just think it's just another one that I know that I will get to. I'm just trying to think of any others. I definitely think I can see myself finishing the Addicted Sister Calloway sister series, because I have only got 4 books or 3. No, I've got 4 books left in that series and I haven't been enjoying it. And I think it's just a series that I definitely know I want to finish by the end of the year. Another one I think I want to finish is let me just think. I think I want to finish the Compelling Fate saga by Sophie St. Germain. I just think I think I'm either on book 2 or book 3 of that series, and I've been obsessed with it, and I just think it's a series that I definitely want to finish, and I think I've either got 1 or 2 more left in that series, so I definitely think that is a series I could finish. I definitely could see myself finishing the Kingdom of Lies series by Stasia Stark. I definitely could see myself finishing that series, and I think it's just one where, because I've only got 1 book, I definitely know I can finish it. What other ones can I see myself finishing? I think that's it, really. I think that's the only ones I can actually see myself finishing. I know that's not that many, but that's just what my tracker looks like at the moment. I've got a lot of more up-to-date series than I do have completed. The 10th question is a genre you have started to read more of or has interested you the most. Now, as you would have known, I am a romance, dark romance, mystery, thriller, author, fantasy, romantasy, or reader. I love those styles of books. But I'm not gonna lie, I have become a literary fiction girly. I think that is the genre that I have been more intrigued to at the moment. I think that's a genre that I want to explore more of. Taylor Jenkins Reid is probably one of my favourite authors, and she does do a lot of literary fiction. But I do have a couple on my cart, like Yesteryear. I also have My Friends by Frederick Backman. I have The Correspondence by Virginia Adams. Or Evans, which one is it? Virginia Evans. And I also have The Names by Florence Knapp. So I definitely think I'm wanting to get more into my literary fiction, but I don't know whether that's because summer's come in and it's kind of summery reads that it makes me want to read those books more. But that is definitely kind of ones that I want to get into more. I think that's a genre that I look at the most as well at the moment when I'm going book shopping. So I'm very, very excited to get more into that. And then question number 11 is, how many 5 stars have you given this year? I have given 10 5-stars so far this year. Take that in. I am the most pickiest person when it comes to 5 stars, but I have given 10 5-stars this year, guys. And I cannot believe that it is something that I have given, and I haven't given 10 stars lightly. I feel like every year I get harder and harder and harder to give 5 stars, but yeah, I have given 10 5-stars and I cannot wait, guys. So the 12th question and final question is, what is on your immediate TBR? So Yesteryear by Caro Claire Burke is definitely on my immediate TBR. We then have A Stage Set for Villains by Shannon J. Spann. That is another book that is on my immediate TBR. We have The Wolf King by Lauren Palferman. We have Iron and Embers by Helen Shearer. We have The Will of the Many by James Islington. I just know that everyone who's read this book has given it 5 stars. It's just the sheer size that puts me off, but it's definitely on my immediate TBR. We then have Throne of the Fallen by Kerri Maniscalco. We have The Dawn of the Cursed Queen, which is the 3rd book in the Gods of Monsters series. We then have, obviously, Nightfall by Penelope Douglas. We have... oh, I'm just trying to get them out. We have My Friends by Frederick Backman. We have The Correspondent by Virginia Evans. We have My Friends by Frederick Backman. No, I mean The Names by Florence Knapp, sorry. And then also, I'm pretty sure, I've just thought of this, but I think The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig might actually make a space as well. They are definitely the books that are on my immediate TBR. But I hope you have had a lovely time watching this, and let me know if there are any books that I have mentioned that are either on your physical TBR or that I need to hurry up and read, guys. But let me know what your favourite read of 2026 has been so far, and how many 5 stars. How's your Goodreads goals looking? Let me know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.